good, guys? It is your boy Jay saying welcome to another edition of Beast Mode Garage. And yeah, it is finally the day where we get to work on the Coca-Cola Volkswagen buggy. And I know some of y'all been thinking, man, yo, we've seen this thing, we know it's in box, we've seen the thing now it's out of the box, and we know something is missing. Where it's the Coca-Cola bottle that was on the roof. Right here. But it's a loose piece, so we're gonna keep it off. I'm probably gonna remove that Coca-Cola bottle from its base and give it to one of my 12 scale action figures. You know what I'm saying? Have them, being displayed with a Coca-Cola bottle. But anyway, we are about to work on the Volkswagen Bug. We are gonna fit these chrome wires on the bug, and yeah, man, it'll be a badass bug. Now, if you recall in the last video, we were working on the Boost Edition pickup. When I showed you guys those chrome wires, one of the rims on the chrome wires was actually broken. I gotta replace it. I'm gonna try to retrofit one of those older outer rim pieces to the more recent spokes. Spoiler alert. The older outer rim doesn't quite fit, so we're gonna have to actually glue it into place. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Yeah, so I'm not looking forward to that. However, I did find a new tube of crazy glue that does have a paintbrush, so shouldn't be that bad. All right, let's go ahead. Let's get this buggy apart. Looks like it's held together with 2 screws. So okay, this shouldn't be too bad. So let's go ahead. Let's take off the first screwy. And it looks like the chassis is pretty much flat. So yeah, if doing a wheel swap isn't enough to lower this thing, then looks like we got some wiggle room to play with in terms of like lowering it. So we'll take a look at that when we get there. Okay, so we got one screw out. Let's get the other one. Such a huge relief to know that it's only 2 screws. Because, I mean, I guess it makes sense because it is a smaller vehicle. It is a much more mini vehicle. Alright, come on. Let's screw this out. Come on, let's go. There goes screw number 2. Finally. And, ooh, chassis comes off nice and easy. And okay, so we got some plastic here that we can drill into should we decide to lower the Volkswagen Bug. As expected, it is a rotted chassis, so yeah, we should be good. We should be a goodie. Curious to see how thick these rods are. They don't look like they're that thick, so I may not need to cut up a clothes hanger to say that properly. Although these whims, man, I can't talk today for some reason, man. Talking is hard for some reason. Anyway, I can't seem to get these rims off of the rods. Alright, you know what? Fuck it. We're just gonna leave these wheels on these rods. And I guess we're gonna have to cut up some wire clothes hanger. That's fine. Let's not make life easier on me. That's fine. That is just dandy. Alright, so let's see. I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna line up, because we actually have a cutout, much like the Ford Coupe and the 57 Chevy Bel Air. We do have a cutout, we do have a reference to measure out our front rod and the rear rod. You can probably see the cutout there too, the little grip points on the sides. That'll indicate where or how long I will need these rods to be in order to accommodate the new wheels. Let's see. We're gonna need about right there. And that was a rod, the clothes hanger that fell actually. Alright, now I'm gonna need me some sandpaper. Kind of sand down the ends. Oh yeah, that's right. I need to drill out the back of these wheels. So let's go ahead, let's grab the old power drill. Let me see, what are we feeling? The 116s to 564. I want to go with the 564. Or no, the 1/16 I think will be the ticket. Yeah, I think these are the way to go. Let's go ahead and get our drill fitted. Actually, I think we do need a bigger drill bit because that went in too easily. Giggity. Alright, now let's give this a try. I might have to glue all these wires on all these rims because they feel loose for some reason. That is not cool. Pegasus, y'all need to step up with your chrome wires, man. This is not cool. I got some quality control issues going on here. Alright, let's see how we're looking. Okay, whoa, come on. Let's keep it together just so we can see where we're at, please. And thank you. Okay, I think this is that one that I had issues with. Oh no, it's just a loose fitted one. Yeah, they all kind of have that loose fitted feeling. So yeah, once I get the wires painted, I'm gonna have to go into the outer rim. I shouldn't have to do that, but it is what it is. Makes me want to open up those gold centers to see how they are. But yeah, we definitely got some QC issues though with these wires. That is not cool. Pegasus, y'all are letting me down, man. It's time to break my heart. My poor fragile little heart. Alright, let's see if we can at least test fit this. Alright. I think we got the rod fitment right. At least we got that going for us. Yeah, these wheels, man. Yeah, we definitely got some QC issues going on with these wheels. Tires don't want to hold the rim in place with the rim. Tires don't want to hold the rim in place with the rim. They want to hold the wires in place with the rim. They all feel loose. It's weird. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead, since I got my one dumbbell here on my barbell set up. I think I'm going to go ahead and grab my paint. I'm going to paint these wires so I can glue the rims on. Great, now my red paint don't want to open. I think the paint dried to the cap. Oh man, we're having one of those days today, aren't we? That is just lovely. Son of a bitch. You would think because it was out in the heat it would be easy, but no. Oh yeah, that's what happened. It dried. It didn't completely dry. It's not all the way dry. It just, some of it dried to the cap. That's funny. That is hilarious. That is hilarious. Here, show y'all. Yes, I'm actually going to paint these wheels. Because we like to keep things authentic around here. Actually, I think we'll get some paint on the outside of the wheel. Because then we can use the paint to hold the wires to the outer rim. Alright, let's see if we can... And I'm not going to paint the outer rims white after all. I'm going to leave them chrome. So yeah, there we go. So yeah, that's basically what we're doing. We're going to paint the wires, connect the outer rim, and then we should be good. Alright, y'all. Yeah, you see we got our dumbbells set up here. I'm gonna let those dry. I'm gonna let the paint do its thing. I'm gonna let it dry. Actually, maybe before I do, maybe I should put the knockouts on. Because I can put them on while the paint is wet. And I got that Tech 9 song stuck in my head for some reason. From his new album, track called Nice One. Got my head spinning. Got me thinking about some things. Okay, this one I'll definitely have to glue on, I think. Yes, no, maybe. And that's going to be a definite yes for both of them. Okay. Beautiful. Beautiful. Definitely got some QC issues. Yeah, we definitely got some QC issues. Knockouts will have to be glued on. Alright. Cool. But yeah, I've been listening to that Tech 9 album a lot. Going to work and back. And yeah, for some reason that song "Nice One" sticks out in my head. I don't know why. I don't know. Probably because your boy has gone through it. Your boy's gone through some rough patches, some shitty ass relationships. Is what it is though. Probably gonna cut this part out. Y'all don't need to be knowing about all that. Y'all didn't come here for that. Alright, I think we can test fit. My bad for the bar stool. I think we can test fit at least the front wheels. See how we're looking. So, this is roughly what we're looking at. So it looks like we're gonna have to do we could do simple wheel swap. I mean, we could stop there. There's really only 2 points on the chassis. That's kind of interfering with the stance. But yeah, I could simply just sand those down. It's not really going to be that big of a deal. Yeah, because I don't like how the wheels be hanging like so low from the fender like that. So yeah, we can definitely fix that. Found an easier way to take those points off. Just use the pliers. Just pinch them and twist them. So yeah, y'all, we got the chassis nice and flat. So yeah, so there you go. Yeah, we definitely got some room, some wiggle room to lower the buggy, which we is going to. See if we can get this interior out. It looks like it wants to come out. Okay, I'm gonna have to trim that steering wheel. It doesn't really serve any real function anyway. Yeah, that's that part I wanted to cut off. We don't need that. Nope, we don't need it. We don't need it. So now we got the interior right on the chassis. This is going to give me a good idea as to where I can go as far as like drilling the new holes. Oh, where's my push drill? There it is. I'm going to mark my new holes. Actually, what if we have you guys come over here? Get the other side. Alright, it's Gucci. I think it's Gucci. We started out Gucci. Holes need to be just a little wider though. Okay, see how we're looking here. Okay, not too shabby, not too shabby. Of course, the front is going to be the real test. I gotta see where that is. Okay, let's see where the front is. Let me mark my holes. See, I hope I'm getting this in the shot. If not, forgive me, because I'm trying to concentrate and I'm not trying to hurt myself. Don't need to do that. Okay, I think we're about right there. That's where we need to be. Yeah, right about where that line is. I was gonna say, you damn drill, don't play with me now. Alright. Oh yeah, we in there like swimwear, baby. Alright, so now I know where to mark the holes for the other side. I gonna be right under that line, and it's gotta be like centered, just centered of that. Oh yeah, in there like swimwear. Hell yeah. I don't think I can do that again, even if I tried. Alright, now that we got y'all positioned just right, the right view, we're gonna test fit at least one of the front rims. Oh, I need to cut a rod for the front. Where's the chassis? Okay. Okie dokie. Okie dokie artichoke. You gotta remember the bumper that's still on the chassis, that's for the rear, so that's the front. Okay. Okie dokie. Okie dokie 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 dokie. Can you tell your boy is so excited? I think the ends are nice and smooth. We gotta drill out the back spacing of the rim. Alright. And of course these wires came out too. Of course they did. That's alright, that's only because they're not painted yet. Ooh, that might be a little long, that's alright. I want to test the right height on this. Okay. Alright, I think we is in there like swimwear in terms of the right height. Wheels keep wanting to fall apart because again, the QC issues. Okay. Okay, that gives me a rough idea. Okay. Starting to think maybe I should just glue the interior onto the chassis. Keep that in place because I don't really need this to be a part. Or maybe I should just put it back in the car. Maybe I should just do that. Now this is just the interior inside, which is all I need because that's where the rods are going into. And of course, QC issues, fucking QC issues, dude. So that is roughly, if I can get my camera right. That is roughly what we're looking at here. That's gonna look dope. Once I get all the wheels solid, that's gonna look fucking fire. Alright. Got the other wheel on. Got the wires attached to the outer rim. I'm gonna let the paint dry. I'm gonna do the thing. I had a feeling the Volkswagen Bug was gonna have some give, but then it was gonna have some challenges of its own. That, like I said, man, that's just how it goes with these things, man. That's part of the fun. You know what I mean? Each car has its own unique challenges. This is definitely one of them. Alright, y'all, so while I was waiting for this paint to dry, just realized I have me a second crazy glue, super glue. And this is the one I told you that has the brush tip. Yeah, baby. That's gonna make things a lot easier for when we put these knockoffs on. Speaking of which, let me go ahead and pull this interior out so I can start on the rear wheels. Yeah, see, I like the super glue that has the brush cap on it because, like I said, I can only because it'll allow me to use just enough. We got our caps on. There's the other side. And yeah, there's the neighbor's dog, of course. I may have music playing, so you probably won't even hear them. You know what? While I got this thing apart, I want to see how I can get these bumpers off. Oh yeah, I think this thing will look better without the bumpers. That's the front. Oh, this chassis. Okay. Yeah. And we didn't break it either, so if I want, I can always put them back on. Sweet. I love that. I love that very much. And of course, the neighbor's dog, he hears me, so of course he's barking his ass off. Woo, 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 woo. Woo, 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 woo. 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 Woo, 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 woo. Stupid dog. Alright, I think we can put the third cap, the third knockoff on. So let's go ahead, let's try to do that. Woo! Woo, 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 woo. Woo, 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 woo. That dog, I'm sorry, but that dog is a whole stooge. See, he knows. He's a whole stooge. Alright, I'm gonna get this cap on very carefully. Of course, when I say that, I jinx myself. Where my pliers at? This will be easier with the pliers. Woo, woo, woo. Woo! Woo, woo! Woo, woo, woo! Son of a... Of all caps to give me shit, it has to be this one. Woo, woo! Woo, woo! We got it on. Hopefully not too late. Hopefully the glue didn't dry too much. I think we got it on. Yeah, I think, yeah, we got it. Cool, cool, cool. Woo, woo, woo! Woo, 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 woo! Woo! Alright, now the fun part. We're going to try to adapt the new wires to the old rim. Yeah, that's going to be the fun part. So, let's go ahead, let's put this rod onto the front. I'm going to put the other wires on, and I'm going to use that to basically hold my wheels in place so I can paint the wires. And yeah, that's a little too much rod. That's what she said. Alright. That might be just enough. Woo! Woo, woo, woo! Woo, 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 woo! Woo! Woo, 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 woo! Y'all not gonna believe this, man, but what was it, Monday morning when I came home? That dog has pretty much been in this neighborhood for about as long as we've been living here. And that motherfucker actually growled at me. I was like, motherfucker, don't you growl at me? You know me. Like, you kidding me? Get the fuck out of here. Act like I don't live here. Yeah, he was acting real brand new that day. Fun fact, one of my exes actually had a pit bull. And, let's just say she didn't really take the best of care of that dog. She was very abusive towards that dog. To the point where I felt bad for him. I remember one time I saw her slug him in the face. She never took him out for a walk so he can get his exercise. And then I don't know why, but I was laying in bed, and I don't know what homeboy was thinking. I mean, I guess he thought I was in a playful mood or whatever, so he tried to play with me for a little bit. And I was like, all right. And then, so we wrestled around for a little bit. And I don't know, I guess he was getting mad because I was getting the better of him, so he tried to bite me. He literally, like, he was trying to bite me. This dog was actually trying to bite me. I'm not saying that just because it's a pit bull. You know what I mean? Because the last thing I want to do is damage a pit bull's reputation. You know what I mean? Those dogs have it bad enough. You know, based on their surroundings. But I mean, no, this dude legit, like legit, was trying to get at me, was trying to hurt your boy. And so I basically had to apply the rear naked choke on that motherfucker like an MMA fighter. You know what I mean? And I had to lock his paws in place, like yo, dude, you're gonna chill. Alright? You're gonna calm the fuck down. I am not your enemy. I'm not whatever you think I am. You know what I'm saying? I'm your friend. I'm not trying to hurt you. And so I loosened up my grip just slightly. And the opportunist that he is, he tried to go for me again. But luckily, I was in a position where I could lock up on him again immediately if I needed to, which I did. And I said, no. Like, dude, you're not going to bite me, dude. You're not going to bite me. I am not your enemy. I am your friend. You're gonna calm down. And I held him even longer. I held him so long to the point where he was practically crying, practically begging for me to let him go. I was like, I don't know if I should. But he tried to actually like reach over to try to lick my face. Like, all right, he's cool, he's friendly. So let him go that time, and he knew that time. All right, you know, dude, let me go. I'm gonna leave him alone now. I'm gonna go about my business. Yeah, he learned that day. He learned that day that your boy don't mess around. First time ever I fought a pit bull, dude. First and only time. Never thought I would ever live to be able to share that story and actually tell the tale of your boy Jay fighting with a pit bull. It's like, look, man, we can play, we can have fun, but dude, when you take it too far and you're actually trying to bite me, then okay, nah, that ain't gonna fly. Freaking Cujo. Yeah, Cujo looking ass. That is not going to fly. And you will learn that day. And he learned. Boy, did he learn. I'm not saying it to be a badass or anything. I'm not a badass. I'm not a tough guy. I'm just, yo. All I know is that, yo, you trying to go for my neck. One of us is walking away. I'm gonna make sure it is me. My girl came into the room after a while and was like, hey, is everything all right? What happened? I told her what happened. And she's like, she got mad at him. I almost didn't want to tell her because, like I said, she was not very kind to that dog. So I almost didn't want to tell her for his sake. But I had to tell her, you know, that's my girl, you know what I mean? I can't keep things from her. And so she didn't really do anything to him that time. She just, you know, just stayed in the room with me and locked the door. And it was funny was that the dog, he was begging to come in. He was clawing at the door, scratching the door, just basically like crying that he can come in, like, oh, come in. And she was like, nope, you ain't coming in. So if you were to ask your boy, are you afraid of pit bulls? Honest answer, yes. But if I have to, I will fight one to live. If it means having to survive, I will fight a pit bull. And I will do whatever I have to make sure I'm walking away from that fight. Alright, I try to clean up my brush because I'm done painting these wheels. And this time I'm not connecting the rim before I put the center cap on because I have to glue the wires to the outer rim anyway. Again, this is an older outer rim that I'm going to adapt to the new wires. First time attempting something like that. And hopefully, if all goes well, you're not going to be able to tell the difference between old rim and new rim. Alright, y'all. I think we is ready. Put away. I think we is ready to, oh wait, why am I putting my glue away? I need that. Alright, I need that last knockoff to put on. Okay, and this last knockoff has to be the most difficult one to get off the fucking grid. That it is Form 2. Okay. Of course, now when I say that, now it comes off. Alright. We knocked off the knockoff. We're going to put it on the last rim here. And it looks like we're missing a little bit of red paint. I can always touch that later with paint pen. That's not a huge deal. In there like swimwear. Let's go. I'll let that dry first because I don't want to risk knocking off that knockoff while I'm trying to put the final outer rim and tire on. Alright, y'all. Let me see. I'm going to check the wheel, make sure we is dry. See, I like getting the paint on the outer rim because then I can touch the outer rim to see how tacky or how dry the paint is. And it looks like we're pretty much there. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to take some of this super glue. This crazy glue. I'm going to apply just a little bit of paint. I don't want to do it on camera because I might get it all over. I'm going to apply it just on the outer edge of the rim. Trying not to get it above the rim. That's a Tupac movie reference. Oh yeah, that looks good. So I'm going to let the glue dry. I'm going to let it do its thing. Try not to mess with this wheel too much. It's not going to be perfect, but that's alright. Yeah, there she is. She's been adapted. We're hoping that they have a wonderful marriage. And they have a baby named Clarence. Points if you get that reference. And there we go. Alright, let's get the interior back in the car. Come on. Jump on. Jump on it. Jump on it. Alright. We may as well put the chassis on while we're at it. Oh, okay. That's good to know. Don't mind me just being random. Alright, y'all. Now that we got the workstation more or less cleaned up, let's get a good look at the Volkswagen buggy. So yeah, took off the front bumper. We took off the rear bumper. Fun fact, the exhaust pipes are actually sticking out right here in these middle sections here, so I'm not going to do anything about that. I may come in with the epoxy scope and fill in these little side pieces here, these little side holes. I may use epoxy scope to fill those in as well. I don't know, maybe I'll just paint these little bits here red. That way it looks like it's supposed to be like that. But yeah, there she is. I need to get me a turntable. I know, I've been saying that pretty much since AlphaTyler's 57 Chevy video. So yeah, I want to bring in comparison as far as like the ride height is concerned, my 48 Ford. So you see how low that is sitting? Dude, I think between the 48 Ford and the 66 Bug, I think the Bug is just a little lower. And also, to add to the mix, let's bring in the 49 Coupe. Another bit of a comparison. I think the 49 Coupe, no, the Bug is actually lower than the Coupe. I can't wait to finish this. That's gonna be fire. Set that aside for now. Oh, now the question remains, since the Bug is sitting so damn low, will she roll? How about we find out together in real time? She is a roller. Look at that. She is a rolling. Fuck yeah, dude. Fuck yeah. That looks fucking badass, if I do say so myself. Let's get a nice little close up of her. Look at that thing, dude. Lowrider, Volkswagen Bug, Coca-Cola sponsored Volkswagen Bug, all lowridered out. I think now this looks like something I think Coca-Cola can get behind. I mean, hint, hint, nudge, nudge. Coca-Cola, if you want to sponsor your boy's channel, you know what I'm saying? Help the brother out. I'd be greatly appreciated. Just throwing that out there. Just throwing that out there. Let's get a look on the other side. Oh yeah, she is sexy, baby. She is sexy. So yeah, y'all, that's gonna do it for this video, man. Your boy is done. He's about to go wrap this up, get it posted for y'all. So yeah, man, really hope you guys enjoyed this one. I know I did. And yeah, till the next one, y'all have a blessed one. Y'all know what to do. Y'all the YouTube things. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you are subscribed. I'm seeing my numbers dropping. I guess people are leaving because, oh, he ain't doing the drama stuff no more. He's not picking on that country artist dude anymore. Yeah, I'm not doing the drama stuff no more. I told y'all when my album The Escape dropped, that was it. We're done with all the bullshit. Oh, but didn't you go after? Yeah, you know, I had to keep the dude honest. You know what I'm saying? And dude never responded to me. And last I heard, he's not messing with the Birdman anymore. So I'm leaving that alone. Okay, it's done. We're not doing the drama shit no more, man. We're focusing on three things. Hobby videos. More hobby videos are coming. We will be getting back into doing reactions. I have done reactions. If you haven't seen those, they're available on my channel. There's some recent videos that are reactions. Might want to go peep those out. And music. So yeah, hobby stuff, reactions, music. That's what this channel is going to be about. So there you go. That's the direction I'm going. No more drama stuff. We ain't doing that stuff no more. Alright? We passed that now. Your boy grown. Your boy got better things to do with his time than to be caught up on some silly bullshit drama that just doesn't want to end. Y'all want to go get your fix. I understand, but you're not going to get it here. Alright? Like Mary J. Blige said, no more drama in our lives. We done. Alright. Anyway, y'all take care. Have a blessed one. I catch y'all in the next one. Appreciate all y'all who are watching these videos. All y'all who are engaging with it. All y'all that are feeling it. Much love. Much appreciation. Till the next one. Y'all have a blessed one. Like I said. Peace. No more drama in my life.